Welcome to Geospatial World. Today we have with us Mr. Prashant Ratagi from Prashant Advanced Survey. Welcome, Mr. Prashant.
Thank you very much.
So we'll go straight to the first question. Prashant Advanced Survey has been a pioneer in land surveying and 3D mobile LiDAR mapping. What do you think India needs next in the mapping sector, and how can you make it more accessible?
Yeah, about us, we are in this industry since 34 years. The company has started with by my father, who was in Survey of India department. He started in 1991. He worked in Survey of India for 24 years. He served for the government, and then he took voluntary retirement. And we have this company in the name of Prashant Surveys earlier. So in 2018, we started with the Prashant Advanced Survey LLP to cater for the advanced technologies like LiDAR, mobile LiDAR, drone-based LiDAR, and the backpack LiDAR. And the point we are right now, in such a position that you can say we are the most accurate mapping company in India, and we can map about 1,200 kilometers in one day using 4 numbers of Leica Pegasus 2 systems. Of course, we had used total session and DGPS for 18 years. So we were first in India to have the first total session, which was in 1998. The model was Leica 805L. I still remember, and I mean, from the journey for modernization started from there. We eventually expanded our total session teams and total session instruments to about, like large teams, like 15 number of teams, and even DGPS. So in 2015, sorry, to be precise, we were again the first in India to have the Leica Pegasus 1 mobile mapping system. So in 2016, we bought the second one, looking at the market requirements for mobile mapping, especially for the HAM projects in Maharashtra, hybrid annuity mode projects, and the DPR projects. So that time it was a boon for LiDAR technology, mobile LiDAR technology. So we successfully completed about 35,000 kilometers of highway surveys, 3,000 kilometers of railway surveys, and 2 defense airports in India using our existing mobile LiDARs, 2 numbers of LiDARs. Mobile LiDARs like a Pegasus 2, which are of course survey grade instruments. The accuracy was, the accuracy is up to better than 5 centimeters, absolute accuracy. Now, after seeing this, then we thought of since we have so much of experience. Of course, we did one project in Saudi Arabia also for 650 kilometers of Highway 65, which was just done in 11 days. And with this as the information and knowledge and background and this experience, we thought about to bring in some technology or bring in some service to the Indian India nation. So we started with this initiative. So this is a out of the box thinking. We are planning to map 1 lakh kilometers of highways in India for national highways, and this will not stop here. It will continue with the state highways, the MDRs, and all category of roads. So you can imagine mapping 1 lakh kilometers of national highways itself is a big challenging task, and we are planning to do it in by using our existing mobile LiDAR and 4 numbers of LiDAR, and I have ordered one more mobile LiDAR, 5th one. It will be coming this month end. So we are able to capture 1,200 kilometers or 1,000 kilometers per day, because each team can capture about 200 to 250 kilometers per day. So this technology is you can say a disruptive technology, because I have come up with a very attractive price list also, and you can see that this will be launched in your geospatial media on 2nd December. The beauty of this is we have different slabs, like from 1 kilometer. A person can purchase from 1 kilometer data to more than 10,000 kilometers data, and we have different price slabs for that. There are 14 deliverables, and in 14 deliverables we have made different classes, like A, B, C groups. You can say A group, B group, C group, and D group. Whereas A is for point cloud data, registered point cloud data. Then B is for point line polygon feature extraction, DEM, DTM control cross sections. C is for advanced deliverables like road geometry, collision and clearance, pavement distress, and D is extended deliveries, like we can superimpose, we can purchase the 0.15, that is 15 centimeter Ventor satellite image, and we can superimpose on our mobile LiDAR data and georeference it, and that will be useful for creating the land acquisition proposals, the road widenings, the curve improvements and all. Of course, we can make a digital twin mesh model out of it. We have joined hands with the Bentley realistic capture softwares. So if a person wants a digital twin or the realistic feel of any junction or road or something, we can have that also. And the most important HD maps for autonomous vehicles, like the ADAS, advanced ADAS systems. So here we have this is the top end solution where we have all the point line polygon features along with the lane separators and all all features which are required for autonomous vehicles as a HD base map. So this is all a brief glance about. Of course, this is for archives data, and we have a separate prices for fresh tasking as well. So if we don't have the data in our archives, we can always go for the fresh tasking. Even for the fresh tasking, we can do even 1 kilometer throughout India wherever they want, and it will be just additional will be demobilization cost, which is there in the price list. Apart from that, all the prices are same. For fresh tasking, it's a different, and for archive data, it is a little bit more cheaper. So I think this gives a brief about what we are going to do.
This was very well explained by you, Mr. Prashant, as to how you've made the mapping data more accessible and more affordable for the common people as well.
Exactly, the purpose is like the mobile lidar data was even today the lidar data is very expensive, you can say, and it's not affordable by any contractor. Suppose there is a contractor like only a bridge designer or a consultant. So his bridge is only 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. He cannot afford the mobile lidar data for this 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. So he is bound to get the data done by total session or DGPS, like the primitive technologies. Of course, we had used the total session DGPS for 18 years. That doesn't mean that the total session DGPS is not accurate. It's also accurate. But when it comes to mass mapping at a very high speed and high resolution with the images, the point cloud data, and of course the quality of the data, then it comes. It is mobile lidar. So here, even the small projects of 1 kilometer, we can do it by using the mobile lidar and make it more accessible. The beauty of this is, out of the 14 deliverables, a person can purchase even a single deliverable, and we are offering a group discount for 3 or more deliverables in the same group, and 5 or more deliverables across any groups. You have a 10% discount.
That's
so
easy.
It's just to encourage and make the mobile lidar data and technology accessible to a common man.
So what do you think is the key technological advancement you either foresee or you possess right now that is making all this data more accessible for people?
Yeah, see, I'll tell you, it's not very easy to digest this data, or you can say to get an accuracy of. At first, we have done it on highways and we have got it on cities, the mobile mapping data. We have done it on airports. We have done it for railways. So when we compare all the data, we get higher accuracy, like 1 centimeter accuracy on airports and railway projects, because there are less disturbance and it's open to sky. So speaking about this, so it's never a simple task to get the data, collect the data, process the data properly, and have a proper workflow, and then come at the deliverables which are survey grade deliverables. So it's very difficult. So we mean to say that since we are already having this expertise since 10 years, and we are into this surveying and mapping field since 34 years. We have a complete blend of accurate, the advanced technologies how the survey should be accurate. So that's how we are bringing the entire technology to a digestible format for any industry. And the fun part of it, all the deliverables will be CAD compatible. Like my end user doesn't require any special point cloud data or software or heavy computer or workstation like that. We can just deliver them the CAD file, which is 3D maps, 3D topographic surveys, and they are just in few MBs, or 5 MB or 10 MB or 15 MB, depending on the size of the project. So that is there. So apart from this, if the client wants the point cloud data visualization software, we can give them the Leica Viewer software, which is free of cost.
Amazing, sir. And you've been mentioning that airports and highways and railway work is very easy to handle, and very basically capacity there is different to what otherwise you will face anywhere. Can you name some of your favorite projects or anything that or unique challenges even?
See, I didn't tell you that those are simpler.
Yeah.
They're in fact more complex.
Okay.
I told you we get better accuracy because they're open to sky. Because this technology works on coverage.
Would you say that better accuracy doesn't translate into easier projects?
No. Better accuracy doesn't mean it's very easy. For example, I'll give you an example of railway projects. We have done 3,000 kilometers of railways. We have mounted the 50 kg Leica Pegasus 2 system on the tower wagon. So to mount the instrument on the tower wagon is a separate challenge, and to bring in such a format that it should not go above the top portion of the tower wagon, and if you put it downwards, then you will not get sufficient GPS signals. So the positioning of the instrument is also critical, and then capturing it, because the instrument will go only forward or back. Okay, so you have to plan the activities because you need initialization. So in roads you can do initialization like in any zigzag way. So there you don't have initialization. So it's a separate challenge for you. So you have to initialize always before start of the work. You have to initialize the GPS and the IMU. So before that you cannot start the work. So in roads you have more flexibility for initialization. In railways you cannot initialize because you cannot go, the tracks are straight. So right. There's itself a separate challenge. Every project, according to us, every project is having their own pros and cons. Every project is having their own challenges. No project is simple unless until you make it simple. So we follow proper workflow. Of course, we have a separate R&D team. I am heading the R&D team. About me, I already told you, I think so. Like I have done my BE Civil in 99, 26 years ago. After 13 years, I did my masters. I stood first in college, second in University of Pune, and I got a gold medal there. After that, I am doing my PhD in advanced surveying in LiDAR technology, and this is my final year. Hopefully, next year I'll get my PhD. So, and I was a speaker in 32 international conferences on LiDAR technology. Of course, I have a lot of other, you can say a lot of achievements and all. The life memberships, Institute of Engineers, and fellow member. I'm a fellow member of Institute of Engineers, and chartered engineer and all. But the thing is that I've got a lot of experience in this field, so I want to translate it to common man or the common surveyors in India. So if I'm able to generate very accurate data, keep in archives, or even if it's not in archives, I can capture the data for my clients and give them to in a very digestible format, in a very you can say competitive rate. So it will serve my purpose. So India will get in one place they'll get all the deliverables related to mobile lidar and even the extended deliverables. And I think it will be useful for in long run, because say for example there is a 100 kilometer or 200 kilometer patch which requires you can say road widening, or they require the curve improvement, or they want to turn from 2 lane to 4 lane or 4 lane to 6 lane. So there's a main they require land acquisition proposal. So when you want to do the land acquisition proposal, I told you our data is already there, and we have tied up with the Ventor 0.15 meter resolution, which is 15 centimeter resolution image. We can superimpose that image and give it to them, give to my clients along with my data. So they have an additional 500 meters width data. So my data is up to 80 to 100 meter corridor for mobile mapping. So whatever is our weakness, we are overcoming it by the satellite images, which is very high precise. And we bring the accuracy to our format and we can give it to the clients. So you have the entire width of vision of what is there on 250 meters left and 250 meters right. So you can accordingly plan the acquisition proposals or the curve improvement and do all sort of activities for even 100, 200, 500 kilometer projects and all. So this is how it goes, and I think we are trying to make whatever best possible from our experience, and we are trying to make it as simple as possible for the end users.
So first of all, that was a very long list of experience that you have, and a really quality one. Also, you mentioned that you have partnered with Bentley for digital twin.
Yeah.
Can you say any other partnerships in the future that is coming into Prashant Advanced Survey?
Yeah, of course. See, before my launch, I mean, I'm yet to launch this project on 2nd December. You know that. I mean, yes, in the Geospatial World Forum conference, and before this, I am speaking with some of my stakeholders, and everybody, I'm surprised to know that everybody is interested in this project to be a partner with me and to see where we can fit. For example, I spoke with I spoke with Autodesk. So Autodesk is also saying, yeah, Prashant, you are doing such a great work. Why don't you partner us with to make your deliverables compatible to the our softwares like 3D Civil and all. So I said, oh, why not? I mean, like I want to extend my list of deliverables. So these are 14 which I have figured it out till date, and it's not the end of the list. It's just at the beginning, during the launch, we have the 14. Maybe we will end up with 20, 25 or 30 also by next year. So in near future, I see like even Bentley is also upgrading their softwares. Like I partnered with Bentley. I partnered with satellite images like Ventor satellite image. So I'm again partnering with Bentley for other modified versions of the softwares, like they have their own AR/VR capabilities, which is coming in augmented reality and virtual reality, which is coming I think after 6 months or 3 months. So they are already behind me that sir, you take this and you can have your extended list of deliverables. So I'm looking out for partners, strategic partners. who want to collaborate with me and to make the list also and even existing data more beneficial to the client, and the forthcoming outputs or deliverables which will be more useful for the end customers in India.
What role does R&D and innovation play in mapping and in Prashant Advanced Survey?
Yeah. See, the R&D and research and development team is playing a very vital role in Prashant Advanced Survey LLP because it's headed by me first of all, and the thing is that we always strive to have the best possible workflow in this. Like whenever you're doing data capturing on site, or you do the data processing in the office, so the R&D team is involved in both the activities. We start from data capture. Like the R&D team will see what data is good for that particular project, and if some project is the data is not good, why it was not captured good, or it's some delay was there. So they'll try to figure out what was the problem. So in any project, whether it was good or bad, we do the R&D. So we do a lot of extensive research to find out what are the problem points, the pain points in that project, and if everything went through, which rarely happens, why it went through. So what we figure out is, like when you have a team which is not, I mean, we have a site which is not very user friendly for you. Like you have a desert area, you have a hilly portion, or there are a lot of limitations for the satellite, existing satellites and all. So there you have your own set of challenges. So my R&D team tries to figure out how can we reduce the downtime. Suppose when you travel on when you have the railway projects, so if there is no traffic block in that portion, so usually you have the traffic blocks from station A to station B, so that there is no traffic allowed in between. There is no movement of railway, and our tower wagon or the engine only goes with the instrument, Pegasus 2 instrument. But the main thing is that if you don't have the traffic block in that during the entire day, so we cannot do any surveys. So we'll have to figure out that earlier, and we have to tell the client that we need at least 1 hour traffic block every day, and you give us that traffic block so that we can do the survey as soon as possible. So this is there. And when we talk about the runway projects, of course, the data capturing on airports is much more simpler. People think, but it's not the case. Literally, when we did the defense projects for the runways and airports, between the takeoff and landing of 2 flights, we could just survey the entire runway. And that means we just surveyed the 3.5 kilometers or 4 kilometers length of any runway. So we could just complete the survey in 6 to 7 minutes on one railway. Wow. Yeah, at the speed of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. So we don't require any traffic closures usually for doing the survey projects. But there are of course the taxiways and runways and taxiways. But then saying this, there are other set of challenges. Like when I did the defense project in JNK airport here, so entering in the gate itself was a big challenge. There was security concerns and all those things, and the 3 days project, it took us 7 to 8 days because 4 days was lost only to get permission to enter inside. Though it was MES from a military engineering service project awarded from MES by tendering, open tendering, and we thought that the MES and security people will have a good handshake and they'll allow us immediately, they or people go inside, but that was not the case. We prepared, my guys were mentally prepared to capture the data in 3 days. They thought, oh my god, airport is very easy and we'll capture and come down. But so they're not allowing us to go inside. So I said, what, this is the MES project and they have ordered the project. No, but sir, the security people are saying that they don't have permission from the higher authorities. So then we come to know what exactly is the issue. So next time we make sure that even if the work is awarded for MES, we make sure that the security people, they have well informed, and we have the permission from security as well. Only then I mobilize the team. Otherwise, there is no point mobilizing the team and keeping them idle there for 4 days.
Right, sir.
So these are some challenges for data capture. Like I told you in Saudi Arabia also, when you work for 200 kilometers in Saudi Arabia or 300 kilometers, we work there for 650 kilometers. So in one particular day, what happened is that there was, of course, in Saudi Arabia, you don't have any trees or shade or something. You capture data for 200 kilometers, and my guys said that the data capturing stopped because the cameras went away because of the extreme temperature. The temperature inside the instrument is little bit more than that which is outside. When the temperature crosses particular limit, or the instrument camera stopped working. So then I said, oh, find some shade and go near a petrol pump or something. They're saying there's nothing here. There's not a single tree here. What should we do? Then we came up with the innovative idea of putting a rain cover on top of the instrument to bring down the temperature and shut down the instrument. So who can imagine in Saudi Arabia you require a rain cover there to bring down the temperature. So we have to be prepared with everything. Imagine what would have happened if you had not taken the rain cover there. And coming back again 400 kilometers to do the survey, and again next day doing the same thing again. So it's difficult. So you have to carry everything. You have to be prepared for everything. So our team always believe that data capture, whatever problems which faced in the previous projects, we make a note of them, make note of them, and we try to see that the next projects which we do is always in a better position, and it's not, we don't repeat our mistakes. Got it? So that is for the data capture team. But when it comes to the data processing team, we think they are sitting in the AC and they don't have any problems in life, and their life is very simple. It's not the case. Both the teams think vice versa. Side team thinks that the AC, people are in the office are very easy and it's an easy job for them, and they think that only they have just to do the data capture. They again sit in the AC in the vehicle, mobile data, the Scorpio vehicle for the mobile data, and they capture the data. What is the problem from them? But when I tell them specifically, you go in their place, switch your roles, and then check how difficult the job is.
They'll understand.
So exactly. Then they start coming up with the pain points. Now for data processing team, they have their own problems with the software integrity, the compatibility, and all the different stuff. If it is garbage in, garbage out, of course. But the side teams make sure that they bring a very excellent, good data and excellent data. But from there, it's the beauty of it's the skill of the data processing team to make it a digestible format to the end users, and to make the best out of the existing data. Now in this, we are partnered with many softwares, and we have got all licensed softwares, like Leica itself have provided us, we have acquired 30 Map Factory licenses for feature extraction, and this specifically from Map Factory for RGS from Leica. We have got three Leica softwares for Pegasus Manager for automatic face blurring and for multipass adjustments. These are the latest advanced softwares, and they also allow for point cloud data registration and all. So one workstation can process about 500 kilometers of data, point cloud registration in one day. We have 3 workstations, so we can easily do about 1,500 kilometers in one day processing part. And of course, for feature extraction, I told you Map Factory, and we have a TopoDot also, which is a US software. TopoDot and TopoShare, we have got multiple licenses of that. It's just pay as you go. So the number of licenses you use per day, you have to pay accordingly. The bill comes at the end of the year. So you use it and then you pay, so how much you have used. So that is also one type of software. This is again very good for semi-automatic feature extraction. Then we have 3D reshaper. Most of the licenses are perpetual. We have got 3D reshaper for DEM DTM contours. Then we have partnered with partnered with Bentley Virtuosity licenses, subscription based, for for digital twins, for reality mesh modeling, and of course AR VR. I told you we will be having the software when it will be launched. And again, we have n number of strategies and partnership coming up in the future to cater for this software part, and to make the production very easy and seamless and look very beautiful. So this is how the R&D team always strives to see what are the pain points in the existing projects. If it is very good, which rarely happens, why it happened very good, how everything went so smoothly, can we repeat the same thing in the next projects? So we always R&D team try to do make a perfect workflow which is suitable for all sites, and then we follow that workflow, and you have less problems in the site. So this is how the R&D team works.
Also, sir, Prashant Advanced Survey also uses the course network, which is provided by the Survey of India.
Yes.
Can you shed some light on how it benefits? And
exactly. So the course CORS is the continuously operating reference stations, which is established by Survey of India. Now Survey of India is a nodal agency in India. You already all of them know that they have established the DGPS base stations, which is called a course network throughout India. Okay. So it's distributed in region 1, region 2, and region 3. Now recently they have shook hand with for the region 3 also to be converted into Survey of India course now. So literally entire India is having the course network. So this is the advantage for us, because usually earlier, before the course network started couple of years ago, we used to carry our own base stations. So we had 14 like a DGPS base stations, and we used to carry on site. And suppose we have to do 100 kilometer stretch, there is a separate vehicle who used to place 3 base stations early in the morning, and we do the entire LIDAR survey for the entire day. And these base stations are for more than 5 to 6 hours plus hours. Entire day they capture the data, and then after the end of the day, there is a separate vehicle and again goes and picks them all. So much more efforts were required, much more manpower and instruments were required along with the LIDAR data. So with the use of the course network, with the advent of course network, I'll say we are the highest user of the course network in Survey of India, because we are consuming at least 30 hours of course data per day, because we are having 4 instruments we are operating right now. The 5th one will be coming this month end. So using 4 mobile LiDAR instruments like a Pegasus 2, we at least need 8 hours of data, which is a working period per day. So even if you consider 3 or 4 instruments, you cross 30 plus hours per day. So if you can imagine downloading base station data from survey of India coast stations at the required multiple station locations with 1 second data logging or 1 second 1 hertz frequency and plus 30 plus hours of data per day, it's a huge consumption. So my subscription is for 1 year, but it always get renewed after 1 month. So you can say that the course network has been very beneficial for us. It reduces our time, energy, and most important thing is that it's fixed, permanent. So course data occupies the same location, it's fixed for or forever, and it 24/7 it's continuously downloading or capturing the data. So what happens is that it improves the accuracy. So all the corrections and everything are there with them, and it gives more improved accuracy as compared to we putting a temporary base stations there. So the coast network plays a very important role in not only in mobile mapping, even if it is for drone surveys, if it is for drone based lidar, if it is for backpack lidar survey, for any survey industry, even if for RTK surveys. So you have an ultimate accuracy which is on one platform for entire India. You have the seamless integration of the data. If you even if work in silos and pieces, if you use the same coast network data, everything will fit perfectly in their places and it will be seamlessly integrated. That's the advantage of course network.
That's a perfect answer to anybody who's trying to you see how course network can be
Yeah,
used.
exactly. And now the Survey of India has come up with the November, December offer. I think the 2 or 3 months trial offer for completely free. I mean, they are offering the complete course network and as well as RTK and base station data, everything they are offering free to promote their course networks, I think, in India. And this is for any end users in India. So I think people can make use of it and just subscribe and enjoy the
how
course
it
network
goes.
in Survey of India.
So lastly, you will be presenting some data insights at the GeoSmart India 2025, as you mentioned earlier. What can people expect at your booth and when they talk to you?
Yeah, of course. See, we are completely prepared for the. Of course, we are giving the finishing touch for all this deliverables. I spoke with you like we have about 14 deliverables with us, and yeah, during my presentation there in keynote speaker or wherever it is possible, even in my booth we have a presentation which can show all the deliverables how it looks like, and we have made sample 3 or 4 different sites in different states, and we have a deliverables set of deliverables. Which says that this is a deliverable number 1 and this is the output. This is 2, 3, this is output. This is 3, this is how it looks like. So if somebody wants to look the mesh model, how it looks like. So we have the mesh model of it ready. So if somebody wants to see how the satellite images look like, the 15 centimeter satellite images on our database looks like, we have that ready with us. So if somebody wants to look how the HD mapping end use for the autonomous vehicle or the ADAS system will look like, we have the sample ready for that. So you have with all the point line, polygons, lane separators, everything they are ready for the sample data for that particular portion. So somebody wants to see how the point cloud data, raw point cloud data, registered point cloud data looks like. We have a software installed, we have a laptop, we can lively show how the sample data point cloud, you can rotate and show them how the 3D point cloud data and the images look like in like a Weaver software. Okay, so it's the same thing with point and polygon features, DEM, DTM contours. So we have everything like we have road geometry, collision, pavement distance, all samples ready for all the particular 14 number of deliverables so that the client can understand, digest it and see what best is suitable for them and they can place the order accordingly. Of course, this all the deliverables will be again uploaded on our website. I have a leaflet also for that, and I'll be providing the price list also with it, which is the price list which is open to all, open to the market, and it's for different price on the same page for the archives data capture, and the back side of it on the same page is a fresh data capture as well. So you can just go through that price list and it's very simple and self-explanatory. We have 7 different slabs for 7 different lengths starting from 1 kilometer to 10,000 plus kilometer, and even in that we have price points starting from 1,600 rupees per kilometer to 7,500 rupees per kilometer based on the deliverables which are required. And even we have an option of the client can choose single delivery also if they want. Not mandatory to have the all 14 deliverables. You can choose only one or few of the deliveries, and then even then we can deliver. We capture the data and deliver to them, or if they is in the archives, we'll deliver the data to them. And we again offer group discounts for say if they have 3 or more deliverables in the same group. Like we have A, B, C, D group. Like A is for registered 3D point cloud data, B is for the basic deliverables like point line, polygon, DEM, DTM contours, cross sections. Then C is for advanced deliverables like the road geometry, clearance, collision, and pavement distance. And the D is for extended deliveries like I told you about the 15 centimeter Ventor satellite image superimposed on a point cloud data. Then it's a distant tool model of using Bentley mesh modeling softwares. Then HD maps for autonomous vehicles. So all these deliverables which are there, A, B, C, D, we are classified in 4 different groups. So if in one single group, even if the client goes for more than 3 deliverables, he'll get a 10% discount. In across all the deliverables, like all the groups, even if he goes for more than 5 deliverables, then he'll again get 10% discount. So this is the promotion which we are offering, and of course this price is for December, special inaugural price, and hopefully people will make most out of it.
I hope so too, sir.
Yeah.
With this, we end the interview, and this was
Yeah.
very informative and a very good conversation with you.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you,
Prashant,
thank you,
for
thank you very
coming.
much. Thank you.